I'm blowing up the world now. I'm willing to let my tragic lesson go. I mean, my. Yes. I'm willing to let my pestilence go. It is quite a tragic spell. Hello, everyone, and welcome back from Top of the Wall. My name is Mason Up. So, I've shown this one on the channel before. This is a mono black land destruction deck, and I've decided I'm going to show this one off. Actually, I wanted to try this one out again because I noticed that on MTG Goldfish right now, in the Pauper metagame section, a lot of these decks that are here are a little land-light, or have sensitive mana bases, like Tron, Monograin Aggro, or Monograin Stompy, I should say, has only like 17 forests in the deck. The blue-black control deck isn't really prioritizing getting lands down a lot of the time. A lot of time they're thinning their deck. The burn deck only plays 16 lands, so a lot of these are actually rather sensitive to our land destruction packages and could probably be thrown off the game if too many of them got blown up. So I want to be disgusting today. I want to be cruel and terrible to my opponents. I want to get in a few games before work. I don't know how long that some of these games are going to go, but if our opponents decide to play them out, it could be a while. And just to quickly go over the deck, we have 14 land destruction spells here. These are the way to remove our opponent's lands. We have some dark rituals to go with our mana base, and some peat bogs to act as fast mana, so that way we can play these out really early before our opponent has a chance to play any kind of really impactful spell. We do need ways of getting card advantage and ways of pulling ahead of our opponent once we've slowed them down and destroyed their mana base. So we have a bunch of useful cards here to help us with that. The Lurking Informant makes it so that our opponent can't really find anything useful again. We can keep, playing Lantern Control with it. The Thorn of the Black Rose is great as a way to, get the Monarchy down. We have this great blocker, and we start drawing extra cards, and our opponent can't take the Monarchy back once we pulled ahead like that. We have these Pestilences to keep our opponent's creatures down if they dare play one. Gurmag Angler to close out the game really fast. Also for some removal, we got this 1 Snuff Out and 4 Chainer's Edicts. And, oh yeah, another way to pull ahead is Sign in Blood. Why wasn't I just using the viewer? So for the sideboard real quick, the sideboard might be a little bit outdated, but I have 4 of these dress for control and making sure that combo decks can't do their thing by picking apart their hand. The shrines are great against burn. We have Dark Ritual and some fast mana. Once we've blown up their first land or two, it's going to be really hard for them to find another. So these river shrines are actually not half bad in the slower games against burn, because every time that we gain 3 life at a time, like 3 life, that is another bolt that they have to draw. It's essentially like forcing them to get rid of a card, basically. It's about as good. The Relic of Progenitus is to hate on graveyards. You don't really need it too much in the format at this moment. Diabolic Edict is for Boggles and Mono White Heroics, but more so for Boggles right now. Heroics has fallen out of favor. Nausea is for Elves and some tokens from Boros Bully. Pestilence. Oh gosh, what have I done? Pestilence is here to fight on some of the heavier creature decks. We might want to Wrath the World away, you never know. Snuff Out is a great way to sneak in and get some of the all-important creatures if your opponent is playing some synergy-heavy decks. Like, particularly against the Flicker decks, this might be not half bad. When they're, like against Tron, when they try to Flicker Stonehorn Dignitary, they usually don't have that much colored mana at one point in time when they start trying to lock you out. And using this 1 Snuff Out, you can sometimes get the Stonehorn Dignitary out from underneath the Flicker and get them for a 2-for-1 and stop them. The Thorn of the Black Rose is there for when the Monarchy is particularly good in extremely low creature decks that you don't have to worry too much about. Against the slower decks, this one is really, really good. All right, now let's get into some gameplay. All right, and our first opponent is here. It is Archon Magus. Why, hello, hello. I've already said hi. They say hello back. I would like to play first. You know, I think this might be okay. Triple land destruction spell seems fine. Depending on what they're playing, this could be pretty great. I'll keep. It's not like turn. Yeah, I mean, we don't really. If we're going first, we don't really care too much for Dark Ritual. We would prefer Peat Bog over it because we need them to play a land first. So this deck, I should have said second, but in this instance, I guess it was fine to say first. It's not. Oh my god, they mulligan down to 4 cards. Jeez. No land, no land, no land. MTGO hates us, I think. Well. Down to 4 cards. Okay. They're not going to have a good time. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. As long as we draw our 3rd land and play our 3rd land. Okay. Kadoltha Boros, I'm guessing. Boros? Question mark. I think it's more important for us to get down a Peat Bog. Pass the turn. Now, that life gain, not super important here. However, I guess it does mitigate the damage from the choking stance. Doesn't matter too much. Doesn't matter too much. We would really like it if they could just play one creature. One Thraben Inspector. And then pass turn? Oh, they guess land destruction. Yes. Alright. I think they I think they saw the horror that was about to befall them and decided yeah, it was time to scoop it up. Ah. Alright, T. Bryant. I challenge thee. And now we'll actually play a game. Hi. They chose to play first. We have Dark Rituals. We have land destruction spells aplenty. Oh, okay. I think I'll keep this. This seems fine. I mean, turn 2 ritual double land destruction spell. Navigator's Compass, that's not going to do you any good. That's not a real card. Oh, and they kept a 6 lander. Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah, you gain that life. You gain it all. And we have something a little bit better. Okay, I think I want to land destruction spell turn 1. That seems fine. I don't think that this Rancid Earth is going to matter. I don't think any of these. They're a secondary parts on the card. Just the first part matters in these games. All right, we'll go Icequake. That one. Okay, there. There we go. Oh. Oh, they... No one wants to play? Shame. Wait. Hold on. Please. Exclamation point. All right. Mexican Badger. Hi. Hold on, wait. Don't scoop. I'm just gonna yell it at them. I'd like to play first. No, wait. Oh, darn it. I should have said second. Want to be okay, no, wait. This is fine. It's fine. We'll keep. I'm giddy and excited. They're like, hi. Okay. Good game. Have fun. You too. Wait. Ah, I should have put the dot dot dot. Darn it. The mulligan down to 6. They said they wouldn't scoot too hastily. Peat Bog. How many people do you think are still thinking that the cycling deck is a thing? Because in this matchup, they might see the Peat Bog, which some people were using, and might think, ah, cycle deck. And then just like think to themselves, okay, no threat. Or they might think like, oh, there's no threat because I'm like an aggro deck or something, and they can just like get through. Yeah, we'll Rancid Earth. Your first land? We'll do that. Okay, depending on their second play, if they say land, go, I will Thorn of the Black Rose. Because there's likely not an easy way for them to steal the Monarchy very quickly. It really... Okay, it's Godolpha. Okay. Choking Sands. Ooh, now I kind of want to change my plan. They don't have any 2-drop. Or 1-drop. I mean, they don't have any 1-drop. We'll play the Peat Bog tapped. You know, I probably should have gotten in Lurking Refinement, but, you know, this is also fine. And they already decided they wouldn't scoop. That's the issue with mono black land destruction and filming. Nobody wants to stick around for it. Now, I think we can untap, play Thorn of the Black Rose. Okay, that's that. They don't have another land. And that deck doesn't play hasty creatures. Okay. Tap. Thorn of the Black Rose. Thorn of the Black Rose. Okay. And we'll pass the turn. We get Chainer's Edict. Okay, I think we have the game on lock here. I know I say GG's a little too soon sometimes, but I think this time I mean it. This time I mean it. Clean up. Okay, Peat Bog. Lurking Informant. Those ones. Dat mana. Dat mana there. We'll poke in. Get him for combat. Passing the turn. Drawing our card. Oh, I'm excited. I got good hands today. Of course, everyone scooped. And made me play by myself for being rude. Okay, Prophetic Prism. Yeah, they're Godolpha. I thought so. Alright, that's one land. I really hope that that they weren't taking this too seriously. Okay, Bolt. They have Bolt. Sure. Alright. We untap Sign in Blood. I think that it is more important that I maintain the lock with this Lurking Informant. So I will be undo. I'll be using this Choking Sands. Get rid of that. Use this. Unfortunately, I will be using that Peat Bog. That is very unfortunate. That I kind of have to like throw it away like that. Put that into the graveyard. No. They may keep that. Then pass the turn. Hopefully we draw regular swamp. Gormag Angler. That is a card. And he's a hungry boy. Okay, now I have a soft lock on them. Um, that is great. I will do it again. There we go. No. We'll use Gurmag Angler. All those cards. That one, and that one too. And that one. There's Gurmag. Oh, the power of the monarchy. Sweet, sweet cards. Finally, I play the monarchy. I keep the monarchy. Nobody has any problem with it. Nobody's gonna do anything. All right, we untap and we get to attack, do all our stuff, play this land. Deck him with Gurmag. And they can't get rid of this. They need 2 lands first. And for that, they would have to have 3 lands. All right, there's that. No. And then we can Sign in Blood ourselves. Pestilence, Befoul, sure. I will take these. If they get a Thraben Inspector or something. Which they probably won't. You know, does this actually deal 1 damage? Oh yeah, it does 1 damage to each creature and each player. Now I was thinking for a second, like, oh, maybe Lurking Informant, double Rancid Earth. We would need more than that. I was thinking I could finish the game off in 1 turn. But wait, maybe I can. Maybe I can. If I Dark Ritual. Oh, I've already attacked. Yeah, that doesn't quite do it. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. We'll Lurking Informant. I could have finished off in 1 turn. But I didn't. We'll choose you. We'll do that. Yes. Pass the turn. Drawing that card. Having to get rid of the card. There, that's 1. Don't play land. Not that it matters. All right, they find a mountain. Swamp. We'll get in. As long as they don't bolt themselves. Okay, begin sideboarding. That was a very uneventful game. Partly because of me. Choosing to play what I play. Let's see here. Duress seems nice, but there's not a whole lot of early, cheap, interactive spells that they have that really matter all that much. They have bolts and whatnot, but those aren't really great. Shrines are not where we want to be. Neither is Relic. Even if they have Reaping the Grace, which I don't think that they do. Diabolic Edict. No. Nausea for tokens. They do. They might have been Boros Bully. Let me just double check. Do they I don't understand. Why doesn't it show what they discarded? Okay, they did. Okay, it does. I was just every time that I would scroll, it would show too much. We have Nausea maybe for their annoying tokens. Snuff outs are here. You know, Nausea and Snuff out don't seem half bad. Pestilence could also be great. I'll cut the Nauseas. I don't think that they're that great. Not as good as Pestilence. Not as good as having an actual pestilence available to us. We'll cut one of the monarchy. We'll cut one of... Geez, what here is cuttable? A lurking informant, potentially. Snuff out. Yeah, maybe snuff out. I'll just bring it in like that. It's not too big of a difference. We don't really have that many great things to bring in against them anyway. We have some land. We have some cards. They chose to go first. They mulligan down to 6. Well, we get turn 2 land destruction. We will keep. I think this is a very keepable hand. And we got 2 finishers in it. That's a little heavy. But Rancid Earth, Sign in Blood, or a Throne of the Black Rose if they play nothing. Start the whole nonsense over again? Watch, they keep 7 land hand. 6 land hand with a prism. Okay, I see Glinthawk. Oh wow, so I have no no turn 1 land destruction. I have to wait. Thorn of the Black Rose, so many plans of Rune. Nice. Nice. That's a great play. Now I need to find a card for that. Ugh. But I do have double land destruction spell now, so that's fine. I mean, I think I might go Swamp Rancid Earth next turn, and then untap, play Swamp, play Sign in Blood myself. And I think that... Oh, God. They play no lands. They're waiting until they get another Glinthawk or something and hope that I can't answer it. Great. All right. Interesting way to beat mono black land destruction. Is that another Glinthawk? Thraben Inspector. Okay, that's a card. Okay, and now okay, now Chainer's Edict probably doesn't do it. Not against that one Glinthawk versus the world, huh? We'll tap, Rancid Earth, get rid of that one. I think I might end up having to Gurmag Angler and force some of these lands into the yard. A lot of it depends on what I hit with this Sign in Blood. I think I maybe should have prioritized Snuff Out over maybe one of these cards. Like maybe not a Black Rose. I knew that it was going to be a little bit worse because they had evasion, but I didn't know how bad. Alright, 6 turn clock. It is 3 damage a turn. Against a very slow deck. So that might actually... I really hope it doesn't get there, but it might. You never know. Alright, time to blow up another land. I think I'll Peat Bog. Instead I'll go Peat Bog. Because I have to tap this thing for mana, one way or the other. Or Pestilence. No, we should, we probably shouldn't. We'll Rancid Earth. There we go. And that fuels Gurmag Angler a little bit. Cycling. Really? You're gonna throw away a land? Okay. That's one less land that we have to worry about. Sure. Alright. Alright. When I untap, I think that... Well, let me shove this thing to the side. That's probably the last choice to play. Throwing them the Monarchy seems bad. The I still really want to Sign in Blood. I think I might have to Pestilence. And then... Okay, that's a land. Alright. Well, let's go ahead. Pestilence. And then Gurmag Angler the next turn. Because we'll untap, we'll have 4 mana, 3 cards in yard. That's enough to play Gurmag, and this Peat Ball goes into the graveyard. So, we'll 4 cards in yard, 2 this mana. We'll have to tap one of these. Oh, and we have Dark Ritual. Okay. Yeah, I think we can do all of that. Sure. Pestilence now. Great. And we can probably have enough mana to wipe out whatever while leaving behind a Gurmag Angler. Yeah, with Dark Ritual, that changes the math. Bug 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. 7, 3 more. Yeah. Wipe out Core Skyfisher. We're probably going to go down to 9 this turn. Next turn, down to 6 from our own Pestilence. Okay. It just depends. Okay, I don't think they playing any land this turn. They're not playing any land this turn. All right. Had a mild stroke for a second. God. These two have been really annoying. Turns out if you put any early game creature into play, that's even better. Now do I have it? Dark Ritual. Okay, this is 3, 7. All right, that is enough for Gurmag Angler and 2 here for Pestilence. Wipe out these. Yeah, I think that does it. That does it to cast Gurmag Angler. Because I would like to be conservative with this Peat Bog, I guess. Because this Peat Bog, unfortunately, is important. It's my only way of casting Thorn of the Black Rose after I Wrath Away the World. Yeah, we'll pass like this. I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally mana screw myself. As silly as that would be, and probably tragic. The Mono Black Land Destruction deck gets mana screwed. Journey to Nowhere. Oh. Well. I'm blowing up the world now. I'm willing to let my Tragic Lesson go. I mean, my... Yes. I'm willing to let my Pestilence go. It is quite a tragic spell. Then we'll pass the turn. You get to keep your Journey to Nowhere. I get the Monarchy. Now, don't play Thraben Inspector. Don't. Pestilence goes goodbye. Another Pestilence is here. Oh, my goodness. We will Thorn of the Black Rose. Perfect. Now we hopefully draw land or anything. Passing the turn. Land, good. Great even. Because then we can launch our Pestilence, and that is a pretty good way to start getting more to like lock down the creatures so they can't steal the Monarchy. I really hope that they just don't have Core Skyfisher. Because right now I'm looking at Galvanic Blast at full power and bolts. I'm not exactly excited about that. Nope. Nope. Don't. All right, I see a bolt. They're just going straight for my face. All right, Pestilence might not do it. Oh, that's a card. Mm-hmm. Boy, that is that a card. They pick up land. I would love Chainer's Edict off the top. Tapping that. Okay, is that another bolt? I used it for something. Could also rebirth on the clue token. Oh god, now I have to Pestilence? Oh no, I think it just die. Because I only can block one of these. Oh my god, I die. I see. Alright, GG. I have to concede. Yeah, they just attack around me and kill me. Yeah. I don't think that I could do it. Concede. Even if I sign in blood and find Dark Ritual, I would have to find Dark Ritual and exactly Chainer's Edict. Yeah, that might have been a way out. I should have probably tried that. Anyway, Thorn of the Black Rose might come out in exchange for another Pestilence. Actually, a Snuff Out. Get rid of some of the early game creatures, like Glinthawk or Core Skyfisher. They have 8 of those in the deck. I think that justifies Snuff Out here. Yeah, that justifies it. The Duresses are a maybe. I think the Pestilence is fine. I might remove the last Thorn of the Black Rose. They only have 2 of those Journey to Nowheres in the deck. I think it was just luck that they happened to have one for Gurmag. Yeah, we'll play first. Play second. Dang it. Well, no Dark Ritual. But we do get quadruple land destruction, soft lock, and Gurmag, and a Peat Bog. Keeping 1-landers. No. Don't think that I can do that. Okay. Slightly better. Not great. We'll keep. We'll stuff one of these Sign in Bloods to the bottom. Done. Land. Pass. I'm wondering if it's a good idea to play Defile or perhaps another kind of destruction, removal spell over the Chainer's Edict. Glinthawk, hey, welcome. Well, it looks like I'm definitely Sign and Blooding the second turn. God, you're welcome back. Yeah, because Defile might actually be great here. More so than a Snuff Out would be. Alright, Befoul. Befoul's not great. Choosing myself. Snuff Out? You're still good. It's just, I'm still getting hit for 4. Well, we have quad land destruction spells, so that's good when we draw a land. That's good when we draw our first. Don't do the thing. Don't do the worst thing possible. I don't want them to go Rebirth here. Is it Molten Birth? Molten Rebirth? Cast by paying 4 life. My life is my life to spend. No one else's. What is the flavor text for this card? Nothing. Okay, good. They don't have it. We have 6 land destruction spells. Pass the turn. They're in a pretty great spot. This is an oddity to see. I think Rancid Earth goes last because they do have tokens. This is probably a little bit more relevant and better saved for later. Oh, don't go Core Skyfisher. That's not good either. No. No. Okay. They did it anyway. After I asked nicely. Alright. They pick up the Ancient Den. Sure. I would love any mana off the top. And... Alright, well, Chainer's Edict. That's a card. Sure. Alright, don't... Well, they showed me my graveyard. I didn't need to see it, but sure. They have another land. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I'm hoping it's just, Prism or something. Mountain. So next turn they have access to 3 lands. What is double red? Yeah, Prism. Sure. I can't mana screw them now. However, well, I can short them on mana, but I can't screw them on color. Finally, a card. That one. They're good. They might play Ancient Den next. If they play Ancient Den, I'm using this on Ancient Den. Otherwise, I'm using Icequake on that mountain. That way, Icequake... Yeah, Icequake doesn't really have any effect on non-snow lands, aside from destroying them. While this one, on non-basics, actually shocks its controller. So... So Choking Sands does something. Ancient Den into second Prism. Thraben Inspector, sure. And it does give them Metalcraft, which I do not like. I should take that. Rebirth. Oh, they're gonna sacrifice that. Oh no, wait, they sacrifice the Prism. Sure. That is bad. All right, I need. Well, Gurmag, I didn't need you, but yeah, sure. I can cast you and make you a blocker and start eating things, but I'd really like to deny them mana first. They don't have Metalcraft yet. Alright, you know what? I would love the Rancid Earth here, because the Rancid Earth does ping everything and kill those. So I really want to build up to it, but I won't be able to for several turns. So it's not a great out here. Once I get within bolt range, they just bolt me to death, and it doesn't matter. I think I have to also get rid of Chainer's Edict. It's not a great choice, but it is probably the best choice. Yeah, pass. I let you keep those goblins for for several phases. They've lived a long life. It's time for them to get into the gob. if they... I don't think that they can play another artifact here unless they have a Thraben Inspector to get the Metalcraft and then Galvanic Blast it. Galvanic Blast by Gurmag Angler. They might find Journey to Nowhere again, which is not ideal. Oh, sweet. A little bit of time left before my other video gets in. Okay. Thraben Inspector. I will eat that one first. They didn't have Journey to Nowhere, otherwise they would have used it. We'll block here. Okay. I'm still holding on to the idea that I might be able to Rancid Earth these. And besides, this thing is the better creature. I should eat this. I'm hoping that they just don't go and Molten Rebirth again. Kudaltha Rebirth. It's Kudaltha Rebirth. Do we have it? We don't have the Rebirth. Come on. Nope. Nope. But they do have Metalcraft. Which is annoying. But we get Swamp. We can Choking Sands choke out that one. It does short them on Metalcraft. And it does shock them. So, sure. And now we're looking at... Like, if they try to attack again, I'm going to eat another one of those. They get chucked into the gob. Then I go down to 9. It would be just my luck if they had... if they drew another land and already had 5 bolts in hand. Journey to Nowhere. Aw, come on. Come on now. They got it. Oh, that's just my luck. Alright, sure. Alright, I love a Pestilence. They didn't get land. Nice, Quake. Welcome to the party. Do I have to befoul one of these stupid things? Because right now, I'm looking at a 3-turn clock, but this makes it a 4-turn clock. This slows them down, preventing them from increasing the clock. I guess we might have to befoul one of these things just to stay alive a little bit longer. Yeah, fine. We'll Ice Quake. No, we'll befoul one of these stupid things. Be responsible. Conserve our life total. We have 8 life, but you know, they're probably packing some bolts. As long as they don't have double bolts, we live. It's not too more battle rage, right? Alright, it is nothing. I'm guessing these 6 cards here are Reaping the Graves? Alright. That's a bolt. It's not good. Oh, it's Rebirth. No, God. Dang it. Alright, it's Rebirth. It's Rebirth. Okay. All right, then. Guess time to Icequake. Now I have no idea what could possibly save me from this. I'm guessing nothing really does. They were waiting for the Icequake to complete the set. Ah, come on. Foul Choking Sands, Icequake. God. Alright, there's your tokens. They save one blocker. Cheeky. Very cheeky. What on earth are they saving that for? What are we gonna what are we gonna attack them with? Oh, it's Bolt. Okay. Alright, GG. They were the only opponent that had the decency to not scoop it up. They deserve a win. Only person to not scoop after turn 2. All right. Concede. Goodbye. All right. So that was the deck. I had fun with it. As you can see, that's part of like my version of this and why I play the way that I do is because of how strong these lurking formats get when once you've established like getting rid of the first couple of land drops, these like keep them from getting more. It was just unfortunate that we fell a little behind in the last game in mana. Hey, wait. Okay, yeah, the peat bogs are over here. I looked over in my land section where the lands normally are, all the 0 drops are, and I saw 16 only. I forgot that I moved the peat bogs over. Now, I was talking about these defiles over here. All right, so I was talking about these defiles. With these defiles, they are actually very strong removal spells that do help, give an extra bit of punch to the mono black control deck. They do run this as a 4 of, and we are playing mostly swamps. We're playing 15 swamps, and we can get rid of the 1 Radiant Fountain to make it a whole 16, and I'd be completely down to do that. Getting rid of the snuff outs in exchange for that, a lot of times the creature's toughness is not big enough to survive a disfigure. So defile kind of can fill that role pretty easily as a disfigure in the early, and in the late it gets much better. Sometimes being a grasp of darkness, or as long as it has enough, it can get rid of just about anything. So I'm willing to cut the snuff outs or maybe these Chainer's Edicts in exchange for the defile, because I think that we might need target removal more than these defiles, and we don't normally always have the mana for them. These Chainer's Edicts, sometimes we do get the mana in the late game, and sometimes we do. Sometimes we don't. It can be a coin toss, and when we're actually spending 7 mana to flash it back, it can be quite expensive, and it's almost like we have to take a turn off just to edict one thing. I might want the defiles for their potency and go to 1 Chainer's Edict. And if I'm doing that, I can rearrange this sideboard a little bit. Plus, these defiles, we can actually use them to get rid of like a lingering mana dork. So I added the 1 Diabolic Edict to the side. I've cut the Chainer's Edicts completely out. Boggles is not really favorable in the meta too much right now. Neither is Mono White Heroics. So You know, I'm actually thinking about it. Maybe I should cut these. Cut one of these. Go up. Maybe go up another pestilence maybe in the side. Or no, I already have 2 pestilences. What do we go up in the side? I'm not sure what to go up in the side. We need something against burn. I don't think Hidden Fangs is quite where we want to be at. Right, so I don't think that Unexpected Fangs is quite where we want to be at. It does give a creature a lifelink counter and a +1/+1 counter, but we don't have, counter synergies, and we don't really have too many creatures. We have 11 creatures total. That's not a ton. That is not a ton of creatures. And even if we add the final Thorn of the Black Rose in from the sideboard, only 12 creatures for those Hidden Fangs, which is not super great. And Mono Black Control isn't exactly playing Unexpected Fangs right now either. Maybe Cartouche. We might want the Cartouche. Yeah, we'll add 2 Cartouches to the... Oh, I'm down on... I don't have that many Snuff Outs. We'll add 2 Cartouches to the side. And you know what? Actually, Mono Red Control is very strong right now. And so is Stompy. I'll put in 3 Cartouches in the side for Stompy and against the aggro decks of the format. Mono Green Stompy and Mono Red Burn are both very strong. So those 2 are probably what I'll put in. The Cartouche is a good catch-up mechanic. They're not going to kill us immediately. This could pick off like a Lingering Vault Scourge or something. Just out of the way. Get rid of that River Boa or something. And along with these Defiles, I think they're a lot of the creatures will just die straight, or just right up to the File. And a lot of them will also die to Cartouche only having 1 toughness. Plus with the lifelink and them not having any removal. And aside from fight spells, our creatures, while they're fighting, we do still gain the life because they are dealing damage. And then if they get the chance to attack in or block, we gain life. So that'll swing the race into our favor, and while we're destroying their mana base. We just have to hope that they do not play turn 2 Burning Tree Emissary into Nest Invader. As long as they don't go something like that, I think we actually could probably take a couple games away from Mono Green Stompy. We just have to draw particularly well. Alright, and that is the deck. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you would like to see in the next video down in the comments below. And don't forget to crack some clues, name some spells, meddle with some mages, and come on in for that face touch.